Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. So, we have lots to do today. But, nothing too difficult or pressing, just fun. I did want to, good morning, Debbie. How are you this morning? How is Minnesota today? Is it freezing cold? It's a little, I won't even tell you how cold it is here because it's nothing in comparison. Everybody take a drink. So today I'm super excited to share with you a technique that Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs team member Tessa shared on her social media last week, and then I shared on mine also, and it is using my washi tape. So I'm super excited to share that with you today. I did want to remind everyone that all of my Unity stamps, my 2022 Unity stamps are on sale for at least 50% off, some more than 50% off. So be sure to click the link that's in the description of this video. I put a link for Unity and you'll go right to me. Their stamps are listed by artist, and so you'll go right to my listing and you'll see all the things of mine that are on sale, like a tremendous sale. But just know, snatch them quick because that sale only goes through the 20th, I believe. So you could, pick up a few things, Merry Christmas to you. Love you. You could wrap it up and act surprised when you open it. Good morning, Nancy. How are you this morning? How is Nevada this morning? So good, I hope. So good. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Unity and washi tape. And next week we will have pop-in paint parties on Tuesday and Thursday. And then the week after Christmas, I will probably not be on here because I'm going to have a house full of people. I believe that I left it blank during, in the calendar. But next week, I will have some homework for you to do for our 2023 art journal. So, just know I'll have some things for us to do. You know what? Let's just get started. Good morning. Who just jumped on? Say good morning. So we're going to start with the washi tape, and I will admit I have not tried this technique out yet, but I'm super excited to play with it because I feel like the possibilities are endless with this. And just know I have some new washi tape designs that are coming in 2023. Yee, so excited. Let's see. Oh, I did. So you know what? I reposted this thing yesterday and I wanted to talk about it this morning because I thought, oh my gosh, it's so perfect. A 6-year-old laughs an average of 300 times a day. Adults only laugh 15 to 100 times a day. So I think during this crazy season, we should try to be 6 years old. We should try to find as many things to giggle or laugh or, find humor in as possible, because cuckoo stuff is going to happen all the time, right? So Michelle, what I found with using watercolors on the washi tape is that I watercolor and then I heat dry it with my gun, and then I put some more on it, and then I heat dry it with my gun, just like we do with distress oxides and distress inks. Just dry in between each layer. I have found that to be the most effective. But today we're going to use alcohol inks. So I am going to pull out a strip. Watercolor pencils. Oh, yeah. That's a great idea, Deb. I'm sure it was beating up. But here's a trick that Tessa talks about. So I'm going to put a couple of strips of washi down here on my craft mat, right? And she does this, and I haven't tried it yet, but she says that she takes a brush that, a paintbrush that is a little bit stiff and kind of has hard bristles, and she just kind of scrubs it on there to kind of take a little bit of the sheen off of the washi. And I bet you this would work with watercolors too, Michelle. Right? If it was easy, Michelle, everyone would do it. So I'm just going to continue to rough that up just a little bit. And like I said, this brush, oh my God, it's so old. We are old friends, this brush and I. So I'm just trying to rough it up just a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to use alcohol inks. So for the alcohol, I just make this little, it's nothing fancy. It's just this little chart that I made of the colors that I have. So I know that I want these to be bright colors. And so I chose, let's see, I chose raspberry, aqua, and it's so funny, that doesn't look aqua at all, does it? But look at what color it is. Crazy. And limeade. Those are the colors that I want to use first. Good morning, Sylvia. So I'm going to dig out I know this doesn't fit, but it's all right, right? So I'm just going to dig out a foam and a handle right here. And, oh, this handle, there we go. Use this one. All right. So I'm going to put some of my green on here because I have a, so I'm going to do Stop it right now. Okay, so that's on there. Now watch. I'm going to take this, I used 91% alcohol. You can use whatever alcohol you have, or you can use this blending solution. You can do whatever you have. So now I'm going to take little bits of this, and do you see how it's starting to remove some of the alcohol? So we're getting lots of cool visual interest, right? So let's take some of that. We'll move it over here, and I'm just using a Q-tip, right? because that kind of just came pouring out, right? So now we can take some of this, move it around, let that dry, right? We're going to let that dry. Then let's take another foam, and let's do some pinks. Look at how bright and pretty that is. Oh, I love it so much. Now, let's take another foam and do the aqua. And then the thing about this is that you can continue to build this, right? You can just do the color on straight like this. Right? Or you can do what we did up here where you're going to take some of that away. You're going to use that alcohol to take some of that away, or you can take some of this excess color and come back in and add it, right? Everybody take a drink. We're just waiting for that to dry a little bit. I need to drink so much that I'm not even taking my, I'm not even putting my cap back on, which I know is a little dangerous. All right, let's see. This all dries pretty quick. I think I'm going to put some alcohol just in a little cup, and I think that will, then I can have a little bit more control. Pew, smells like the doctor's office. You know that doctor's office stinky alcohol smell. Well, they don't do that so much anymore, do they? But they used to. Okay, so now I'm going to take another Q-tip. And I want to deepen this a little bit. So I do have this other green, which is called citrus. So I'm wondering if I just put a little bit of that on my craft mat. This is the beauty of a craft mat. And I'm going to just add that on. Where's my green? My green. Citrus, because I think the first one I did was limeade, yeah. Alcohol inks are a fun medium that sometimes we forget that we have, you know? So do you see how the addition of that is just already growing it, right? I want it to have lots of highs and lows, and so I'm just gingerly adding color, right? Now let's do the same with this, but now let's come in with some alcohol and get some, we're going to start lightening, because this alcohol will help remove some of the color. That's what we want. We want lots of highs and lows of color. This pink is really, oh my gosh, it is really, that raspberry is coming out so beautiful. So Michelle, yes, it's normal. I just get the 91%. I find it to work a little better, but you use whatever you have in your cabinet. But if you happen to be going to the store, do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so now let's deepen this one. I'm going to get a little bit more color on here. You could even do some color mixing, which would be kind of cool. Let's see what happens if I just drop a drop of it on here. I mean, it's all about, right? It's just all about experimenting and see what happens. I just want to move these bits out a little bit. I'm really liking deepening that a little bit. I think I have one called Patina. I want to, oh, Laguna. Let's see where that is on here. Whoops. All my, let's see, Laguna. Oh, that would be a good one to add. Okay, let's see what happens if we add that. And wait till you see my big idea that I have. Okay. So I have some Laguna on there, and I want to move that around little bits. Oh, it's looking so good. Now I want to do some more Q-tips. Like come in right in the center of that dark bit and do some lightening. Isn't that cool? You guys. And it will also start to kind of bleed into one another. Can I tell you? I am here for that. Okay, so I think I need to leave well enough alone now. But I have two things that I want to do with this washi tape. I have a couple of things that I have die cut, and so I'm looking to see if it is completely dry. So I just have a piece of white cardstock. And I want to peel that up, make sure that it's dry. And I'm just going to stick this down to the white cardstock. I have this little bit left. I don't want to waste it. The pink. Look at that pop when it's on the white. So pretty. Okay. And now the teal, aqua. Okay, right? So now to clean this up, so easy. Water. Excuse me, alcohol. So just pour the excess alcohol out of the little cup. And then that just dissipates. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right? So look at that. Clean. Okay, so here's my big idea. So my friend Lauren and team member was over, and she had this cool die. And I was going to tell you that, just a second. The die is, so this ornament die is from Lawn Fawn. So here's what I did. I cut 3 out on this piece of cardstock that I had folded into a card, right? So here's the cool thing about this die. It did this stitched outline, right, onto my cardstock. Can you see that? And then it cut this part out. So here's my idea. My idea is that I want to cover these pieces with my pretty washi. Right? So I could do stripes of color, right? I should have gone all the way to the edge with that one, but that's all right. I could do this. This is still pretty sticky, I will say. I think I want to come over. Try and not waste any of my pretty colors, right? Let's just stick that there. Because I still have the green. So do you see how, like, the possibilities are endless with this now? Like, we can just go on and on and on, right? We can, what else can we do with this washi tape trick? So let's get, there we go. Move it over as much as possible. Because I think what I want to try is to eventually I want to come around where that stitch line is. I want to use my X-Acto and trim all of this with that. So let's do a little bit of pink down here at the bottom, right? So how is everyone today? I'm so in, this is like such a departure for me. I'm kind of like so deep into my project that I'm not chatting. So let's chat. I know just a sec, I just need to move this a little bit to get to my X-Acto knife. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so now I want to come up here and trim. Washi tape is a little bit tricky for an X-Acto knife because it's kind of slick, so we want to And the trick with a X-Acto knife is you have to practice your pressure. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to push too hard. Your pressure kind of needs to be just right. And once you've made that initial cut, you can just kind of dig your pokey part in and pull off the excess. There we go. There, perfect. Turn, turn, turn. So, think of the million techniques, right? That you can do with this technique, right? How can you make this applicable to anything that you're creating, right? So another thing, while I'm going around this edge, the stitched edge of this ornament, we're going to do the same. I want to do some more. So you know this set of washi tapes came in a set of 3. So I want to do there we go. Almost there. Oh, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm loving it so, so much. And look. So eventually, I'm going to mount this behind. Stop it. Look how pretty that is. Okay, but here's another way that we can do that same technique. So, let's move this stuff. I'll move those ornaments. So let's do the art one. And pull that out. Art helps me breathe. Make art. Art heals. Let's get artsy. You gotta have art. Okay, so I'm gonna do to there. All right. So I'm gonna use pinks. So let's do kind of the same technique where we are gonna build some color on some washi. Get some color on there. All right, so let's get all of that excess color that's on the mat. Let's use that up. So let's get some of the other washi, the floral. And notice I did not scratch this one up. Just playing around, see what happens. So let's take some more of this excess. Let's get it over here. So we're not wasting anything. So don't you think this would be pretty? This one would be pretty with maybe some green, maybe a little bit of that blue. that aqua might look pretty. Let's try the green. Let's see what happens with the green. How's everybody doing? And I just put like 1 drop. And I'm just going to randomly put some green on there. And then I'm going to take the other end and kind of move it around. Move that green around a little bit. So we want it to just be a little bit looser. Our color application. And we can, remember, we can just keep building, building, building. Take some away. So let's put a little bit of alcohol in our cup. And then I'm feeling like, I think I want to come in and lighten my palettes. Then I wonder if I put this on, and this is, you guys, I'm just experimenting. Put a little alcohol on here, pick that up, and then just dab, dab, dab. See what happens. And I think I have an orange. That might be pretty. I have coral. Ooh, let's do coral. Sunset orange. I have so many alcohol inks. I started, you know what, and it's the funny thing about sunshine yellow. The funny thing about any kind of art supply like this, it goes through iterations, right? Like we go through, like we use it on metal, or we use it, I'm talking about alcohol inks. We use it on, you know, all kinds of things. And then they kind of get put away. And then, somebody comes out with a new idea, and then you pull them out and they're like a brand new something. So just know that, there's coral. Every now and again, just pull out those art supplies. Pull out those art supplies that have been sitting in the drawer. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Everybody take a drink. Okay, now I'm feeling like pulling up my sleeves. Let's come in with a little bit of coral. And I'm just dotting it on there, see what happens. On those certain flowers. And now, come in with my mover. I know, I'm telling you. I think that's it, Nancy. You know, we just have to discover new ways to use them. To use anything, right? And that's my goal for 2023, is to find new ways to use old supplies or new supplies, whatever the case may be. I want to kind of pat that out so that it's not like a solid, I don't want a line, I want it to kind of blend into the next color. But I'm feeling like I need to deepen the pink in this one a little bit, you know? So let's dot there, dot there, dot there, there, there. And let's do that same thing where we just kind of blend it out. Oh, and this is a messy project, so just so you know. I don't know that I needed this much. I think I have like way too much, so I think I'm gonna kind of move that around a little bit. Get some highs and lows going. Wonder if I do like just the centers of these flowers, what will happen? It's kind of cool because it's kind of spreading. When I was, I taught an alcohol ink class a while ago in Wisconsin, actually, at a store called Winneconne Crafts. All right. And we put alcohol in a sprayer. So let's try a little bit of that, see what happens. And I just put a little tiny bit. Do you see what I'm... Let's take some more of this. You gotta have art. Washi. Find the end. And I'm gonna set these aside because I can use those on something. This one, let's do oranges maybe. Move that dauber around. Round, round, round. Oh, you guys. So many possibilities. So many possibilities. Okay, I think I want to spread. So this one is getting a little bit mottled, but what if we take that mini mister and we just see what that does. Oh, it's like moving around. Oh, I'm digging it. And this one, I feel like it needs something else. So let's maybe come in with some of that aqua. Swear you guys, I could do this forever. And a little bit of blue on there too. So let's get that aqua worked in, see what happens. Okay, what did you say? I know it's pretty, isn't it? Oh, you guys can't see the bottom one. Let's see if I can scoot. There we go. The orangey one. Sorry about that. And I think I want to... Yeah, you know what? It was my first time ordering, Nancy, and I needed to be cautious. And I tried to give everybody as many warnings as I could that it was very limited. It was very limited palette. But, like I said, we have some new stuff coming down the pike, so I can hardly wait to share those with you. Because I think we're going to be creating with washi a lot in 2023. Okay, so I did a bunch of, what is this? Sunset Orange. Let's add just a little bit of coral. See what happens with that. I know. I'm not trying to be snarky or anything, Nance. I just, you know, trying my best. Okay, so this is looking so good with the spritz. So let's do this. Do that one more time. It's so funny because it changes the color, but then watch what happens once you spray it. Let's do that on this one too. See what kind of happens as it dries. And this one is getting really pretty. And let's just do a little spritz on that one, because I just want to lighten it up ever so slightly. Okay, stop it. You guys, it's looking so pretty. It's looking so pretty. I have got quite a situation going on over here. So many layers and layers and layers and piles of stuff everywhere. So I'm trying to move a few things out of my way. So let's try, which one is this? I have sunshine yellow and I have this other yellow that I thought might be more appropriate. Dijon. I don't know. That might be, let's look on our chart. Sunshine yellow here. Dijon, no. So we're putting sunshine yellow on, not Dijon. Color charts help. Let's do a little bit of that sunshine yellow on here. Copic markers work fabulous on washi tape. Team member Kina did some amazing stuff with Copic markers and this washi. Colored pencils do great. You're using Copic markers? Oh, cool, Michelle. Okay, let's see if they're dry. This one's still a little bit wet right there. I just really like to mix them and match it. Do you know what I mean? The colors. This one, I feel like. I have some dark spots. I feel like could use a little bit of help. This one is stinking magic, I will just say. But you could also, you know, you can play with putting alcohol on with a pipette. That works too, because you're going to get a whole different vibe. So let's see, how are we doing wetness wise? I think the middle guy is still a little bit wet, but let's move this big thing of alcohol inks. And I want to come in with my art journal. And first I need to take a big drink. I think we're almost dry. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my art journal. I'm going to move this, open up my art journal. Oh, I did finish my Jiggy Jaggies from yesterday. I'll show you that. There's yesterday's. Remember, we did this yesterday in class. I don't know what's next steps I want to do on that. I'll think of something. Okay, so do you see I did my washi tape along the edge of this, and that gives some nice contrast. We will always want that little bit of black and a little bit of white in all art, in all our compositions. Okay, so I'm going to find a page that might just need a little something. So let's try. So this page doesn't have anything right here. So let's take this center piece, the one that's kind of purpley, and shut up. We are going to edge the page. Look at that. Get ourselves right to the edge. So just know when a team member, oh, you guys can't see that. I'm so sorry. There we go. I did just the edge of the page. And then I'll trim off the excess. All right, I'm going to trim off down here. So just remember that all of these techniques can have a million applications, right? So Tessa did this on a card, but we can absolutely do it on a strip of washi tape and edge a page in our art journal. Because look how beautiful that looks with this page. And who knows what I'm going to do here? Who knows? But number one, look at the contrast between this tape and the page. Loving that. Number two, that this kind of coordinates with this. That's pretty cool. And that's just going to strengthen the edge of that page just a little bit. So now let's fit. Okay, so we have two more pages that could use a little something. Or two more strips. So we need to find, oh, you guys, I think I'm going to do the orange one. Right here. What do you, shut up. Look at that. Look at what that does to that page. that was feeling kind of blah to me. So we're going to trim off that. I'm going to trim off here. Stop it. You guys, look what that did. That is making me so happy. Right? Just that little bit of, a little extra bit to trim off here. Stop it right there. Look at that. Okay, I have one more, and this one is the pink one. So I don't know how that's going to look on this page. Let's just look and see. I don't know that I love it there. The pinks are a little bit different. So I'll lay it back down on my craft mat and look for another page. What about this one? So this one, we can do the edge, right? We can do right here. Stop it, right? Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. I'm gonna go right to the itty bitty edge. Then I'm wondering if I can lift up this bit of the leaf just a little bit and put it on top of my washi. I have to make things difficult, you guys. Right, so I can come in with my X-Acto. I just need enough to come up so that I can lay this down. Because I had this vision, you guys, right? Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it, stop it. Oh, that's making me so happy. Then I just need to get my glue stick. That is exactly what I'm talking about. You guys, stop it right now. Trim up that corner. Oh, look at that. That is making me so happy. I don't even know what else I'm going to do, but do you see what I'm saying when I say that art journals are just an evolution? Like, we just keep adding to it. We just keep growing it as we go along, right? So now I have these little bits that I could put right there. Because you know I can't waste. You know I can't waste. Right? Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I also have little bits of this green. Look at, I could just do. Like, I just want this really organic and just kind of little bits. Do you know what I mean? I just want it random. I don't want it to be like in a pattern or anything like that. I have this little teeny bit. What could I do with that? I'll find something. What if I kind of cut it? I could kind of cut it like a leaf. Stop it. Let's go back to that corn page. Do I have... Peel this one up and stick it on the green. I don't know what I was thinking there. A little bit of blue. I think I have some pink that I could do the same thing with. I don't even know where I'm going to go with this, but stop it. Just look at it. Oh my gosh. I am so excited, you guys, because every time you do something like this, it opens up all these possibilities in your brain, right? You start to think of all of the, like, what else could I do? Like, what if I did it this way? What if I did it that way? What if I painted it green? What if I, think about so many artsy possibilities. So many artsy possibilities. I still need to finish painting this corn, and then I really want to document, I told you, that little boy's corn song. Because that was such a iconic part of 2022, right? I just think that's where it's at. Anyway, so now I think, do I want to like fussy cut around here and have it over here, or do I want to bring it over here? I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. And you know what? It'll just come to me eventually. And I'm telling you, these edged pages, stop it. Where's the other one that I did? There. This takes this page up such a notch because I loved this project, but it just felt like, ugh. And now I'm like, ooh, now I can like play on there a little bit more. What else am I going to do? I don't know. But the artsy tape, stop it. It's perfect. It's perfect. So I hope that you are all inspired to pull out your alcohol inks and play with your Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs washi tape. What will you do? Will you make a card? Will you put it in your art journal? It can go anywhere. It can go anywhere. I'm just loving it. I'm loving it so, so much. And this is just one way to use it, right? There's a billion other ways to use it. I love that. And stop it. Look where we started. Do you remember this? Oh, I'm loving it. I'm going to do these two. And then I've got another Christmas card created that I can hardly wait to send to somebody. Well, it's looking like it is time to sign off. And I can't believe today has gone so fast. I hope that you are starting to think about your word of the year for 2023. I'm starting. I'm not all the way there yet, but it's there. It's percolating in my noggin. I hope it's percolating for you too. Remember, that's going to be a big part of our 2023 art journal. Here's my plan page, because that was my word for this year. I think I have another page with plan in it in here. Anyway, I don't know. But boy, look what we've done this year. I can't wait to see where we go next year. I can't wait. I adore you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, all of my Unity stamps are on sale until the 20th. Be sure to check that out. There's a link in today's video description. And there's a link to my website. Oh, you already have your word, Nancy. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I adore you all. And here we go. Jeff and I are heading out to California again today to have our little Christmas with his mom. And then we will be back on Sunday. And then we are home for at least the foreseeable future, because we have a whole bunch of family coming in for the holidays and we can hardly wait to just be home. Veronica, if you're just tuning in, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then ask to join our private Facebook groups, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott and Stitch the States with Ann Corbiere-Scott. Remember, I'll be there in Stitch the States with Ann Corbiere-Scott. I'll be there in a half an hour. And then for all things Ann and Artsy, visit my website, AnnCorbiereScottDesigns.com. There's a link in this video's description for that also. And leave me comments. If you're watching this on the replay, please leave me comments. Ask me a question. Tell me what you did with the alcohol inks, or what cookies you baked, or what, what's going on in your artsy world. I adore you all, and I really want to hear. Thanks so much, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.